I did not pay attention when the ukulele apology dropped, but now for some reason she's doing it again.
McIntyre claimed that Ballinger developed an unhealthy and unbalanced relationship with him when he was as young as.
Oh, gee, look at that. Oh, wow. If you look like this, everything you do is gonna be unhealthy, unbalanced, and whatever. Oh, man. It's a miracle. Anything in your life is gonna be balanced. I can already smell the pain, the stress, the pain, the anxiety medication from over there. I mean, this is sad.
13. After all this stuff came out, there was a bunch of videos, there was a bunch of evidence. It looked really bad for Colleen Ballinger, and then she decided to make a awesome video called Hi. She even refuses to say that she's wrong and says that the lies are just.
Hot take. She's not wrong. I don't care. Dude, the guy was 13 and he got what he wanted, okay? A little bit of this. It's fine. You know what? It's completely fine. You know why? Because I'm not some kind of twisted psychopath who thinks men and women are equal. Now, if this was a 13-year-old girl and a, well, whatever age man, I would say delete his Minecraft character, cut his genitalia off, and torture his family just for good measure, okay? But since it's a girl and it's a 13-year-old boy, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. South Park, nice. South Park, nice all the way. When we were 11, half of the boys in my grade, we were just openly talking about how goddamn hot and we want to have sex without teachers. Never happened, sadly. But that was 11. Nowadays, you look outside the window, what do you have? You have 10-year-olds actually doing stuff like this with each other, not the age gap thing. But man, stop! Grow some balls. Grow a spine. Dude, it's a 13-year-old boy getting a chance with a 30-year-old hottie that he thinks is hot. Not in general that she's hot, actually. Kind of think she's... Well, she's not ugly, but, you know, she's not the dream. In any case, point being, he got it. That's amazing. Why is everyone trying to say, oh no, this is so wrong? When it's a young girl and it's a grown-ass man, then it's wrong. The other way around, pretty fine. Stop trying to give this child ideas that there's a strength dynamic and a social dynamic that ruins it. Shut up, losers.
Rumors made up for clout. 2.1 million downvotes? After this, she took a 4-month break, and as you can tell by the date, 4 months? That was just recently she made a fucking video. It was for the best. She should have stayed off the internet for a little longer.
Over the last 15 years of my career, there have been moments where I was immature and inappropriate.
It sounds funny. Immature.
Hey guys, wake up. Hey, wake up. Something bad happened on the internet again.
Good.
I'm talking about it today.
Colleen Ballinger, aka Miranda Sings, is a person.
Yeah, that's not looking good for me now. But I mean, if I'm 30-year-olds and that creature is gonna explain to me how water turbines work, I'm gonna take that. Okay.
That has not had a great 2023, to be honest. But as we near the end of the year, she's trying to right the ship. Okay, guys, she had the little fucking ukulele thing. You saw it. It was absolutely embarrassing and terrible and was mean to death. And it was just not good for her. And she's had a terrible time with PR since.
True, but that's so stupid. Why would you even apologize in that situation? It's like, dude, just say nothing and go away. That's how you do it. You're a woman. You're fine.
Then it's fucking bad. She handled it like a absolute troglodyte. Right now, she's in her little ship and she's trying to bail water out desperately. So you might know her from her fabulous vlog content, her tours, her comedy.
Yeah, I don't know anything about this woman, so yeah.
Or more likely, you know her from her recent cancellation stemming from her inappropriate behavior with underage people, her viewers. They're all they're children. She has an audience of children. Could you imagine that?
Lucky!
Hi.
She looks like some kind of strange, uncanny character I just can't put my finger on exactly. And I hate to say it, but when I first saw that she had a show on Netflix.
Remember the good old times? When people talked about that crazy crazy neighborhood MILF who took every young man's virginity? Man, those were the days, bro. Those were the days. And now it's like, oh my god, you're so wrong. We used to celebrate that stuff. And then we were manly about it. Because it was right and everyone knew it. Now it's like, oh, power dynamics. Delete yourself.
I was like, man, I cannot wait till this all comes crashing down.
If anyone dares to tell me power dynamics and you're on antidepressants, there you go. There you go. That's all I need to hear.
Holy shit. This is terrible content. Anyways, guys, I'm a little sour because I don't have a fucking Netflix show. So what exactly were the original accusations? What led to this horrible outlash? All of these articles being read, the loss of subscribers, the pullout of brands, what led to all of this? Primarily, there were allegations of grooming and inappropriate behavior. She was accused of trauma dumping and sending sexually suggestive messages and developing inappropriate
The fuck is trauma dumping?
emotional relationships with fans, particularly when they were minors. That's just strange behavior. You know, kind of odd. It's weird. It makes sense that this kind of thing has a backlash because it's fucking weird. Now, the public allegations against Colleen.
Well, it's happening all over America, though. That every week there's a new hot teacher coming out being impregnated by a 14-year-old or 15-year-old boy. I'm just saying that's what you can see in America. I'm just saying.
Go back all the way to April.
And you know what? None of those boys seem too angry about it. None of those boys seem too angry. Well, they're gonna be angry when they understand what the child is. But, you know, none of them seem too angry about it being abused by their teachers. Man, again, where were all the teachers like that when I was growing up? Where?
2022, they were initially brought up publicly in a sort of a big way by this person named Adam McIntyre, a former fan of Colleen Ballinger. McIntyre claimed that Ballinger developed an unhealthy and unbalanced relationship with him when he was as young.
Again, look at this
13.
kid. Look at this kid. Like, what's balanced about him? Nothing.
Around this time, though, was whenever my parents started getting a little bit more cautious and were wondering why a 30-year-old was talking to, at this time, a 13-year-old about her divorce.
So that's not good. That's pretty bad.
Wait, what?
About her divorce.
About her divorce? Yeah, that's a pretty strange thing to do, but I guess you gotta get the foot in the door somehow. Also, if that's such a bad thing, why didn't parents act like that, bro? If I had a child and some 40-year-old woman is talking about him about divorce, I'm like, is she hot at least? Talking about divorce, this is crazy.
That's not good. That's pretty bad. That's kind of bad.
That's
It's kind of weird.
crazy.
McIntyre reported receiving a pair of Ballinger's underwear and was part of this little
Nice.
group called Colleenie's Weenies. Fucking ass name. I mean, terrible
That's
name.
bad name,
Sorry,
yeah.
I
that's
shouldn't have
true.
said fucking ass. Ballinger allegedly asked a bunch of sexually suggestive questions in this group chat.
Oh,
which is
really?
epic. Have you ever been on the internet? Like, do you, for one,
we
this is just
get
fucking
them?
weird. What are you gaining from this? And for two, what the And in 2019, during a Miranda Sing live event, there was an act that involved a young fan that was humiliated.
You know what's my favorite part, by the way, about all of this garbage? The people who are super mad about this, it's like people who pretend that, you know, PDF files don't exist and, you know, all Epstein's Island is fake and blah, 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 all of that shit. Pizzagate isn't real. Remember that one? Yeah, the guy who debunked it got in a sting operation and now he's in prison for being a PDF file. Okay? Yeah. Everyone who says this is wrong and cries about it super loudly, I bet they have done a very twisted shit, okay? I bet all of them by their own standards should probably go to prison.
Humiliating and inappropriate, and it caused the fan to feel mortified and traumatized. Their words, not mine. I don't think I've ever felt mortified or traumatized, to be honest with you. So I think that these things, this is something that should be taken seriously, and it's very strange that that this new video that Colleen posted is up. because she posted a new video. She has another video she posted. That's the whole point of this. She's kind of like back in a really odd way. It's bizarre. After all this stuff came out, there was a bunch of videos. There was a bunch of evidence. It looked really bad for Colleen Ballinger. And then she decided to make a awesome video called Hi. She posted this on June 28th, 2023, and she deemed it an appropriate
16 million views. I hope she at least monetized the living shit out of that.
direct response for the damaging expose that, after all this stuff came out, was released by the Huffington Post. Pretty wild. This whole thing, I mean, if you don't care about this, you should. Just kidding. You should
Why?
go outside. You should leave this turmoil behind and accept and allow the things that are coming to you. My God, there was a lot of videos, by the way, before all this. She released her little video in response to so many things. And another little side point is when Adam first came out about all this stuff back in the day, back in 2020, he got a lot of hate for this shit. It was weird. He was totally closed down, and now it's this massive thing. Maybe milked a little bit, but I'm an expert at that, and I think that makes good content.
Hey. If you think that's wrong and everything that happened was wrong, go to the police, not just go on the internet and cry about it.
Milking things is
How about that? Hey, if you think you were slighted, then go to the police.
makes good content. In her response video titled Hi, she sang and played the ukulele and denied the claims against her, all the while singing and playing the ukulele. And it is so cringe, and it's so dumb, and it's so tone deaf, and it's just
over the rainbow.
A lot of people are saying some things about me that
No, it's
aren't
not
quite
somewhere
true.
over the rainbow.
Doesn't matter if it's true though, just as long as it's entertaining.
True.
She described her past actions, and the reason behind them
Nice.
is because she's a loser, not a groomer, guys. That is a funny line.
I'm not a groomer. I'm just a loser.
I'm not a
I
groomer.
think she did that
I'm
because
just a
it's
loser.
it rhymed.
She mentioned not understanding the importance of setting boundaries in her early fame, which that's fair. That is probably the most fair point she makes in this entire thing. And she
No, that's not a fair thing. That's what celebrities want to say is fair because they were too stupid to do it. Okay, not setting up boundaries is in your early fame. That's still something you should get absolutely beaten for if you did it the wrong way. I mean, that's not that. It's not. If you didn't set up boundaries, that's your fault no matter what. Okay, so that's not an excuse.
uploaded the song even after her team advised that she shouldn't speak on the topic.
Even though my team has strongly
I don't even know if she has a team that told her to not speak on a topic. A lot of people just use that as excuse, as, you know, a way to try and say, oh, I'm God. They told me to not do it, but I still want the truth to be out. Stuff like that. It's pretty classical, honestly.
advised me to not say what I want to say. I recently realized that they never said that I couldn't sing what I want to say.
Although, they didn't say she shouldn't sing on the topic, so good job, Colleen Ballinger. Her reaction to the situation
Pretty
does not
cringe.
include a moment of her taking responsibility or accountability for her actions. Rather, she
Obviously, you never take responsibility for your actions. What are you, an idiot? If you admit to doing wrong, then that you admitted to doing wrong. That's not gonna help you in any way. If you're a celebrity, you never admit to anything bad. That's just stupid.
She victim blames and then acts like she's a victim, and the only piece of
Classic.
any sort of response that she makes is that she didn't set boundaries well enough. Everything else she said is essentially invalid. And then there's the toxic gossip train, which is basically the name of the fucking song.
All aboard the toxic gossip train. You're chugging down the tracks of misinformation.
Toxic gossip train. Also, she can't fucking sing for shit. I don't know why. Like, why do people sing like that? Just don't sing. When I have to make my first apology, I will sing it like, I'm sorry for coming into my candy. Because that's probably what I'll end up doing. Go to sour.gg and buy some Sour Boys. They're free of any human
Now you know what
biology. By the way, we have Rainbow right now available. It's pretty good. The toxic gossip train jogs down the
Well, if I had to guess which of your candy is intoxicated with semen, I would probably pick the rainbow, though.
tracks of misinformation, casting dispersions that the accusations are merely a misinformation campaign. She even refuses to say that she's
Smart.
wrong and says that the lies are just rumors made up for clout.
I know you wanted me to was 100% in the wrong. Well, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna take that route of admitting to lies and rumors that you made up for clout.
She thinks people are just disparaging her to get clout off of her name. That's like the roundabout gist.
Okay, why can't we just say the most obvious solution to this and she's lying? Because she knows apologizing is stupid? Which I guess is a plus for her, because most people don't even know apologizing and taking responsibility for stuff like this is worse than not doing it. I mean, why can't we just take the easy route where she's lying? It's the obvious one, in my opinion.
Of her terrible high video. Hey, if you think it's just disparagement and it's not true, why don't you sue them all then? That's what I say. Why don't you sue them all for defamation? Because things that aren't true don't stand up in court. But alas, that has not happened, and it turned out
also, defamation's kind of hard to prove. Defamation implies that you lose things, and well, if someone says, well, she could sue the guy, but that's probably not what she obviously wants to do. That's not how this works.
To be the ultimate example of narcissism and how an influencer or someone who is given fame just on a silver platter can become incredibly disconnected from reality and from being just a normal person. She ignored the advice of her legal team, blamed her accusers for what she did, patronized them in a song calling them liars and clout chasers and calling them toxic train riders. Epic. Very good job.
Hey, either you say nothing or you say that. Again, apologizing and taking blame is the worst thing you can do.
Colleen. She had no problem expressing exactly how she felt to her raving audience of people who were wondering to hear what she thought about all this terrible stuff. And by God, I tell you what.
By the way, so what? She makes some kind of content that's appealing to 13-year-old men? Well, boys, I should say in this case. Is that it?
It did not get a very positive 2.1 million downvotes.
I can't condone or support any kind of online bullying or hate towards anyone ever.
Thank you for the content, Colleen. That's all I can say. After this, she took a 4-month break, and as you can tell by the date, 4 months. That was just recently. She made it a fucking video. It was for the best. She should have stayed off the internet for a little longer. Man, when you kick a narcissist to the floor, they just they come back. They come back, and then they just do the same shit over and over and over again. A 4-month hiatus has led to daily vlogs. She announced that she'd be coming back to her channel and posting to do daily vlogs. That's awesome. She did apologize for real this time, though.
What's the difference? Worked for Miskiv's gonna work for, well, her also.
Which was kind of baller. Big move.
Hello, everybody. Sorry I've been gone for so long. I've really missed this. I've missed talking to everyone every single day. Over the last 15 years of my career,
she has a
there
stupid
have been moments
sweater.
where I was immature and inappropriate with some of my comments.
Don't take responsibility.
And there were times when I did not put enough thought into some of my fan interactions, and because of that behavior, people got hurt. And I am so sorry.
She tells her audience that she missed everyone and she's embarrassed of her last video, that she was accused of awful things. It's embarrassing to say the least. Yeah, dude, it's pretty embarrassing. Not the accusations, but the fucking song. She does say that she's upset over the situation, that she regrets it, and she should have handled it in a more mature manner, but instead she let her ego take over. These people are just egos, by the way. Most people are egos. They make decisions based on their ego and what they think that they should do to maintain their ego and it being in control. She said over the last 15 years, there have been moments where...
Dude, why is there some kind of Last of Us music? Pretty cool, but, you know, questionable.
She was inappropriate with
her comedy. She gonna turn into a zombie at some point, and something's gonna happen because, you know, I have questions.
And she didn't put enough thought into her fan interactions, so people got hurt. I feel like I've never hurt anyone in my fan interactions, to be honest. I've had some interactions with people, except for that guy I punched right in the face a couple months ago. She said she was sorry and didn't want to hurt anybody. Okay, maybe you should have said that the first time instead of making that whack-ass song, you goober. She then says that there are people who are probably disappointed or people who feel abandoned by her because of her silence, but she needed to take time to make sure she was listening and learning. I can't believe she didn't delete the apology video. I would have deleted that shit so... I would have never posted it, for one, unless it...
Well, wait, the video's still on? Wow. Yeah, she should definitely delete that.
It was an obvious joke.
I also feel like there's probably people who are disappointed or feel abandoned by me because of my silence over the last few months.
Okay, now she doesn't look that bad. Yeah.
I'm so sorry about
11-year-old me would enjoy.
that as well. I needed to take time to make sure I was listening and learning as much as possible.
She also says that she got help that she needed, and she's a mom.
The classic, dude. Remember the meta like 5 years ago or something, when everyone who got exposed for something shitty instantaneously was like, I'm going to seek professional help. Remember that time? Oh man, it was great. Professional help. Oh yeah. Man, it was crazy. Everyone was seeking professional help in rehab for the most random shit ever, because that was the way that you got out of trouble. Then Mr. Beast came and said, oh, you just have to apologize and everything's fine. And then we had for the... before, a year ago, I think this was really popular. Oh, you just apologize and everything's fine. And every big streamer, Twitch person, YouTuber, oh, they apologize, guys. Why are you attacking them? They apologize. It's fine now. It's magically fine. Man. Crazy stuff.
First and foremost.
What's the current meta, by the way? Is it just going AFK for a couple of months and seeing what happens? I mean, that's a kind of boring meta, honestly.
But she then says that she's back here and now.
Can Mr. Beast input his stupid opinion to make it a better meta? Like, you know, that they need to do some kind of not eat for a day and then do a pillow fight, and that's the apology?
She's not a perfect person. There's a lot of stuff in her past that she wishes she could redo or fix or change, but she just can't. So now it's time to fucking daily vlog.
I'm not a perfect person, and there are plenty of things in my past that I wish I could go back and redo and
Nice.
fix and change. I don't have control over any of that, and I don't have control over the things people say about me. I only have control over my actions moving forward.
She then does the classic weird PR thing. We're gonna try to start the process of starting over and kind of get back into things, and it's gonna be awkward and it's gonna be clunky and there's gonna be real moments. We're gonna break down the walls between me and you. I like that. I like that. Get
Yep, that sounds already seen, honestly.
the clip of Garth Brooks saying that weird shit. Love Garth Brooks.
I like it that the editor literally knows that there's fucking no telling what Oompa says at times, because this just... knock on wood.
So she disappears for months after giving the worst apology in history, and then comes back to announce that she vlogged all of it. Basically, she talks about her life, therapy, and vlogging as a way to cope for not vlogging so long. What the f does that mean? I think if my therapist told me, hey man, go vlog more, I'd probably get a new therapist. To be honest, as you can imagine, a lot of backlash on the...
Well, to be honest, modern day therapists, you know what's the best part about them? You just... anyone who goes to a modern day therapist and tells them something, that therapist is going to agree with you. Because, well, if you don't, they're going to find a new therapist that agrees with you that they did nothing wrong. So therapy is kind of useless nowadays.
Fall vlog. Nothing has changed, it seems. The video ends with her talking about trying to be better and then crying and stuff. I don't fucking know or care, dude.
Can
Who
we
the
see her
fuck?
crying,
dude,
though?
I've been farting
Like,
way
one
more than
scene,
usual, and I think
kinda.
it's like a problem. It's becoming a problem. Like, I feel, and they're so powerful, I rise off the ground when I ignite them. They're ignitions. They're uncontrollable ignitions. Once they begin, there's no stopping. My sphincter holds no power anymore. A lot of people seem to be just surprised that this happened in the first place, the fall vlog thing. This was not on my November bingo card. To be fair, there are some positive comments too. They don't have a lot of likes, and you know, they're kind of...
Who cares about the negative comments? Dude, again, the reality of these situations is, as long as you just keep on doing stuff, chances are nothing happens to you, because if you're big enough, like, you can't do anything wrong. There's gonna always be enough people who keep on watching you no matter what, because they simply don't give a shit. And that's most likely her situation. She's gonna do it, but people get tired of hating on one certain thing, okay? They're gonna move on to the next fresh big thing. And, you know, Logan Paul, as much as I have heard, he's still alive, so that means the next big scandal is just right there over the horizon, probably. And Logan Paul's gonna make it, or Jake Paul. I don't know how to tell them apart.
They're probably alts, Colleen Ballinger alt accounts. But yes, ignore the haters, Colleen. They are all aboard the toxic gossip train. Shoot, shoot. She didn't get as horribly ratioed in this post as she did in her last one, so maybe things are going fine for her. We'll see. One thing I'd like to point out, if you scroll, I think the negative comments are either being A, automatically filtered by YouTube, which is possible, or they're being deleted by her, which is also probably more likely. If there's 119,000 dislikes, there's got to be at least 10,000 negative comments. I mean, that's just how it works. The whole thing to a lot of people feels like just a same shit, different day type thing. I don't think she learned. The new video, full of platitudes, doesn't really make a lot of sense. It's more of an apology than the first one, but at the same time, it's like a blanket sort of overgeneralization, letting you, the viewer, fill in the gaps just to kind of...
Okay, I'm tired. Anyway, this was Christopher Sensen. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and have a nice day. Bye-bye.